how do I file a medical malpractice lawsuit? Well, before you file a lawsuit, you have to get all the medical records. You have to talk to the witnesses, the family, or the patient, and you need to get all your ducks in a row. And then you need to consult with an expert, another medical doctor, nurse, or someone in the same profession who can tell you, yes, this is what the doctor did wrong. This is the deviation from the standard of care. This is the medical article 20 years ago or in a textbook, or here's the rule that they violated. And this is how that rule violation proximately caused or directly contributed to cause the injury to the patient or the loved one. So you need to get all that before. And then when you file a lawsuit, typically you hire a lawyer like me. And then we draft a petition. There's a lot of legal requirements, a lot of hoops we have to jump through to be able to have a petition that will withstand the defendant's attacks on it. And we draft petitions and we file them in court. And then we have a filing fee. Most of these filings are electronic. We file a lawsuit. We have to file the lawsuit within the statute of limitations period for medical malpractice. So you can't go beyond that. You have to file that within that. And then after we file the lawsuit, we have to get service. We have the sheriff serve the defendants, or we have our own process server serve them. There's a lot of details in complaints about how you write it, what you write, the level of detail you need, the level of extraneous stuff you don't need that you leave out, all the pleading requirements. I've been doing this for 28-ish years. So it takes a long time of studying and knowing the ins and outs of what needs to be pled in a lawsuit in order to have a pleading, a petition, a complaint in Illinois, a petition in Missouri. Most complaints in federal court, other states either going to call them petitions or complaints or lawsuits. What the requirements are. So we need to know that. It needs to pass muster. It needs to withstand any challenge that is made to it. And then, so there's work, it's just like painting or carpentry work or any other type of work you do. The prep is oftentimes more than the actual work, or at least half the time in my experience. So you got to have the right prep. You got to do the right pleading, and then you have to follow up the right way afterwards. You got to follow up and make sure that every state has tort reform now, especially in medical malpractice cases, because of the aggressive lobbying by the medical insurance liability insurance agencies and companies. So you have requirements of affidavits of merit. You have to file affidavits that you have a letter from a doctor. There's different requirements on damages. There's other hoops you need to jump through and be successful in jumping through before you could make a claim. So those are some of my thoughts on how to file a medical malpractice claim or lawsuit. Thank you.